4-door panel. The 1-door panel accepts reader in and out. The 2-door panel also accepts weekend readers in and out for all 2 doors. The 4-door panel accepts readers in only. Basically, any access control configuration can be done through our software using these panels. So if you want to set up schedules for leaving a specific door open for a specific amount of time, or if you want your door to stay open during business hours, or if you don't want any employee to be able to swipe their card during weekends, you're able to program all that through our software using these panels. Here, we're taking a look at the 2 ETL, where it describes here that it can support up to 4 card readers, meaning that in and out for 2 doors, 2 magnetic locks, and 2 exit buttons. Actually, when we go into exit buttons, we're going to figure out that we can connect a lot more than just 2 exit buttons as long as we connect them in parallel. There's technically no limit on the exit button. Both the 2-door and the 4-door ETL series count with a 8.5 amp power supply. This is a non-heat generating power supply. It is installed on the back of each board. And as we can see it on the picture, it's that metal enclosure with the little holes on the bottom. So that's 8.5 amps. That's more than enough for any 4-door installation, including sirens, contacts, and so on and so forth. So here we're going to take a look at a little bit more in-depth features of the 2 and the 4 ETL panels. So best features of them are that they are TCP/IP compatible. So all you need is a network cable, and you connect them to the network, and you'll be able to manage them from any computer that is within that network and has the software installed. Again, we recommend you to install the software on a server and have computers access that software through the server. If you cannot install it on the server, you can install it on a computer and have other computers remote into that computer. It has a weekend downlink. What does that mean? It simply means that the panel is able to send information to the reader and receive information from the reader, and also send that information directly into the software. Meaning that if I don't have a card enrollment station, I can use my readers as a card enroller. I have all the advanced access control settings you can possibly think of, going from what we spoke about, the templates, to permissions, to access groups, to time and attendance, detailed reports. All of that can be pulled through their software. I have a tamper-proof, and I have alarm connections on this panel. When we talk about the specifications and memory, we're talking about that this panel can hold 10,000 cards. That's more than enough for many scenarios in access control. 50,000 events. When we talk about an event is anything that is happening within your access control system. Every time somebody presses a button, swipes a card, opens a door, force opens a door, all of that will generate an event. In an average scenario, a door will produce about 100 events per day on a high traffic scenario. So meaning that I can get 50,000 events, that's how much time it will have stored. Once it fills up all 50,000 events, it will delete the oldest events and go on from there. Other configuration, we have another small diagram of connecting 2 weekend readers to it, 2 locks, and having it connected to a computer via LAN cable. Any questions here so far?
No questions.
All right, so let's go ahead and let's proceed with our DLX panels. This is one of my favorite panels, and I think it's one of the best products Visionis has developed when it comes to professional access control. Besides the features that are very similar to the ETL features, what I mentioned that this system does have many hardware upgrades. So as we can see here on the picture, we have a much larger anti-tamper device. We have a surge protector. We have a breaker system. Best of all, this is a pre-wired panel, so we have an easy to install bus board on the bottom, which is all pre-wired already. So taking in consideration as an installer, this panel, it's actually cheaper to install. And when we take into time that it takes to wire up a standard access control panel, as we can see here, that we have wires going into all these terminals and crisscrossing the board, and you have to be very careful where you connect something, and you can't make an error or else the whole system won't work. With the DLX panel, I apologize. With the DLX panel, I have all of that easy to install board on the bottom, where it will detail for me what goes into reader 1, what goes into lock 1, what goes into exit button 1, for 1-door, 2-door, and 4-door systems. Okay. So besides accepting the 4 readers on a 2-door system for reader in and out, it accepts a total of 8 possible readers, because it can accept 4 readers in RS-45, and it can accept 4 readers in Wiegand. We're going to discuss that a little bit later when we start covering what is RS-45 and what is Wiegand readers. But just know that this panel can support both type of protocols of connections for readers. It can support both Wiegand and RS-45. Here we're going to take a look at the features that this panel offers. Also, this panel is also TCP/IP. I also have RS-45 and Wiegand downlink. All the advanced functions that I would need on an access control system, plus my anti-tamper, my alarms, so on and so forth. Memory of this panel is also superior to the ETL series. Instead of counting with 10,000 cards, we have 100,000 cards with expandable memory up to 200,000. And we have a standard of 300,000 events with expandable memory up to 600,000 events. We're talking about almost a full year of records. This is important depending on what scenario you install it in. You're going to need that. The biggest and most important difference between the DLX panel and the ETL panel lies on the fact that the DLX on the last 2 terminals of this busboard allows for a fire alarm interface. So if you're doing an install where you need for the fire, as soon as the fire alarm goes off, all of the doors to open, this is the panel that you're going to be using. The ETL does not support this feature. You will need to do extra wiring to a pull station, add a relay, a lot more complicated. Here, everything is built in, pre-wired. You're going to have an alarm, a fire alarm interface with a positive and a negative. All you have to do is just connect your fire alarm relay cable to there. Any fire alarm company is their obligation to give you that cable to connect it there. So you shouldn't have to go ahead and do that. They just give you those cables, you connect it there to your access control, and you should be set. Okay, so here going back, we're going to be able to see the different types of connections. It can accept both of connection with Wiegand reader as a connection with our RS-45 reader, accepting its locks, connected to a computer using a LAN cable. Any questions thus far?
No.
Okay, so let's go ahead and let's proceed. Now we're going to talk about one of the best products Visionis created, which is the VIS 3013. It does everything that the Deluxe panel does. It's a miniature of this built into a standalone reader keypad biometric access control station. So this is a jack of all trades. This is one of the most versatile products Visionis has created. This product will allow you to enter using biometrics, a card, a key tag, or a PIN. This system is designed to be a 1-door standalone software-based access control system. So as I said, it does everything the DLX panel does. I can connect everything directly to this reader. So I'll connect my lock, my exit button directly to this reader. And I connect this reader to my network. What makes this product even better and more special, that it allows for this network connection by 2 possible options. I can hardwire it, or I can use Wi-Fi. If I use Wi-Fi, I don't have to run a network cable. As long as it's within the Wi-Fi range, I will be able to use that. This system also allows, if you need an exit reader to be connected. So it also supports an extra weekend reader to be connected as an exit reader. This system is designed to be standalone. However, it also is weekend connectable, so I can connect it to an access control panel as a standard reader, but it's designed to be a standalone system. It is a time and attendance reader as well as an access control point. So here, let's take a look at the VS Access 3013 with a little bit more depth. So we have a 2.4-inch screen. It accepts up to 3,000 users. These users can be fingerprint users or card users or pen users. The maximum is going to be 3,000. And it allows up to 100,000 event records. Any questions so far?
No.
All right, so let's go ahead and let's proceed with RS-45 readers and what makes RS-45 something special in the access control world. So we're all familiar with our Wiegand technology, and that's what 90% of the readers in the market today use, which is the Wiegand protocol. That's a very standard and easy to connect protocol. It's a 4-wire based system where I have 2 wires for power, and then I have my data 0 and data 1, which are my green and white cables. Well, RS-45 works similar, but a bit different. It's a 2-wire connection system where I have RS-45 positive and RS-45 negative, just like how I have my Wiegand 0 and Wiegand 1. And I also have my power. The good thing is about RS-45, RS-45 can all be connected into daisy chain. So all readers come back to one single port. What differentiates readers from door 1 to door 2, door 3, and door 4, I apologize, it's going to be the dip switches that you have on the back of each reader that you're going to assign them to a specific address. So, for example, door 1 is dip switch 1 up, all the other ones down. Door 2 is the second one up and all of them down, and so on and so forth. This is a much more secure connection, as if with Wiegand, I open the cables, I touch the green and the whites together, my door opens. In RS-45, if I were to find those cables, I can't touch them together and the door will not open. It's a secure connection. Third, it allows me for a longer distance. With Wiegand, my longest distance is 500 feet. With RS-45, I can run up to 1,500 feet using 18-2 cable or 18 gauge stranded cable. Any questions so far?
No questions.
All right. So here we're going to talk about our Wiegand protocol readers. We have a huge line of Wiegand readers, from keypads to card readers to vandal-proof, waterproof, all plastic, all the metal with touchpads, metal keys. It's a very long presentation if I'm going to talk about each specific reader. I welcome you guys to take a look at our website, which is www.visionistech.com or visionistech.com. And you can take a look at all of our readers there. All of the readers basically work under the same function. They will allow you to be able to scan a card, put in a pen, or to be able to do both, to be able to access the door. The Wiegand readers can be connected onto our panel using exactly those 4 cables, our red, our black, our green, and our white. Can be connected into our 3013 using exactly those same cables, as well as most of our keypads are Wiegand and standalone compatible. So they work with both Wiegand and standalone functions. Just 1 second, I'm having a little issue here connecting back. Okay, so let's go on into our locks. So for Visionis, we offer a wide range of different types of locks, from electric door strikes to mag locks to drop bolts to Mortise locks. We recently changed our manufacturing of all of our door strikes. All of our door strikes now are European-made products with a much more rigorous quality control. we have also improved these products. One of our best sellers is our model EL104. That's a door strike that is a switchable door strike. You can switch it from normally open to normally closed. It is its strength is rated for 770 pounds. This is one of our best-selling locks. Once we started producing this product in Europe now, it comes with a plastic cover on it that reduces the static electricity. That's one of the biggest villains against door strikes is static electricity. That greatly reduces the life of a door strike. With this protector, it allows the lock to have a longer life. We're very proud in all of our manufacturing process and our quality control. Even so, we're the brand that probably gives one of the largest warranties in all of its product line, which is 3 years. With this feature, it will allow this product to have even more of a guaranteed life. When we talk about our mag locks are also a big difference between our competitors. All of our mag locks count with an LED contact that will be able to show you if the door is open, closed, or the status of the lock, if the lock is engaged or not. Also, all of our mag locks, they come in with a status sensor, much similar to a dry contact that you would use in an alarm scenario, where it will show you the status of the door, if the door is physically closed or physically opened. This same contact can be connected onto your access control panel or connected in series to your alarm panel, reducing wiring and extra equipment you have to put in the door once you do a full install. Okay, so let's go ahead here and let's take a look at these locks. I had a small technical issue and I couldn't flip through the pages. So here we're taking a look at these mag locks that I'm talking to you about. So if we see here in the end of the armature plate, on the right side of the armature plate, we're gonna see a little bit discolored, a lighter color plastic. That is one of the sides of the magnets, and the other side of the magnet is right here next to the terminal port on the mag lock.
Bruno, qué pena que te interrumpa.
See?
We are not seeing the slide that you were talking about.
You are not seeing the slide of the mag lock?
Well, I'm seeing Reader's Weekend Protocol. I don't see. I don't know if the other people connected can see the one.
Let's go back here. 1 second. Can you guys see the mag locks now?
Wait, it's loading. Yes.
All right. Okay. So following the line of mag locks, we also carry different styles of mag locks. One of the most common styles of mag locks that we carry that are a little bit different are the Mortise locks. These are widely used inside sliding glass doors, where we have to mount the mag lock flush onto a sliding door frame, as well as the shear locks. These are for double swing doors, where the lock is going to go flush onto the middle of the door, where the door swings both sides. So we offer locks for a wide variety of scenarios. Here are the door strikes that we already currently talked about. And when I talk about that anti-static plate or a plastic covering, is this black cover that you're going to see in our locks. Any questions with our locks before we go into our exit buttons?
No.
All right. So let's go ahead and let's proceed to exit buttons. So for exit buttons, we carry a wide range of exit buttons as well, very similar to our readers. It's a huge family. Most of them perform the same activity, having different sizes, shapes, colors, designs, back boxes, and back plates that will basically differentiate one button from the other. Here I brought out which are our best sellers. The big green exit button that says push to exit, that's our model 7000, or with the time delay, the VIS 7100. This exit button is one of our best sellers. It's industrial style button. It has a very long life. The spring system that it uses is a reinforced spring system, so it can handle a tough hit. Another bestseller is going to be a no-touch exit button. This is literally, as it says it, a no-touch exit button. So one only has to wave his hand or her hand in front of the exit button, and the exit button will trigger the lock to disengage. All of our buttons today count with both normally open and normally closed connections, not limiting the button for any specific type of job, making it suitable for any lock, any reader, or any panel or style of connection. Another upgrade we've done, all of our indoor, which no longer is just indoor, now it's indoor-outdoor, bell-style buttons, such as the one that we see right here, which is model VIS 7001, are now all weatherproof as well. So we've improved that. Any questions with our exit buttons?
No questions.
All right, so let's go on and let's take a look at what is our software and what it entails. So our software is called VS Access. This software is designed by Visionis to be able to manage, control, and integrate access control, CCTV, and intercom, all under one platform and one managing software. VS Access is 100% free, can be downloaded on both visionistech.com as well as fpcsecurity.com. This software is, as I mentioned before, is also able to manage CCTV, and it does a direct integration between access control and CCTV. When Visionis first came out, we were one of the few companies that had an integration software between CCTV and access control. Then many companies started doing something similar, but not to the same degree as what we're doing. So some companies allow you to have one software to manage access control and use the same software to manage CCTV. However, we go a step further. We have a direct integration between CCTV and access control. I can program one camera to work side by side with a reader, or a specific door. Every time there's a specific activity on that specific door, that camera is saving specific snapshots. So I'm taking specific pictures of specific times that I'm swiping a card, pushing an exit button, forcing the door open. Any normal or abnormal activity, I can configure that to which types of alarms I wanted to set with, and I can send that information to my camera. So as long as I have the Visionis panel, a camera from its sister brand, which is Vesco, I'm able to control and manage all of this on a casino style like scenario. As I said, VS Access software is 100% free. That's a big advantage that we have against our competitors. We do not charge for licensing. We do not charge for software. We do not charge for more doors or extension packs or anything like this. We believe that access control can be made different with an easier products, more user-friendly software, and less expensive. We in Visionis, we believe that. Do we have any other questions?
No questions.
All right, so I'd like to thank all of you for taking your time during this COVID-19 chaos to go ahead and listen to our Visionis webinar. It was a pleasure to speak to all of you. If you guys have any further questions, I'm sure that you guys can find my contact. My name is Bruno. Michelle or Andrea will be able to share my contact directly with you guys that are any of you that are interested. And please contact me if you have any further questions, and I'll do my best to be able to answer them.